We've learned so much over the centuries, but science still can't definitively answer these surprisingly fundamental questions. What came before the Big Bang? If the universe began billions of years ago with the Big Bang, what preceded it? According to renowned Neil DeGrasse Tyson, physicist, PhD, nothing, however, no one can know for sure any events that happened before the universe came into existence, as Hawking put it, and therefore we may as well cut them out of the theory and say that time began at the Big Bang. What is dark matter? Everything and everyone is made up of matter, protons, neutrons, and electrons. Until about 30 years ago, astronomers thought that the universe followed the same rules. It was entirely bionic matter. Over the last few decades, scientists have found that only 5% of the universe is composed of bionic matter, and they can't even detect the other 95%. Scientists believe that some 25% consist of dark matter, but nobody can say definitely what dark matter actually is or what it is made of yet. Don't miss these science mysteries no one has figured out yet. What is dark energy? The other 70% of the universe is thought to be composed of dark energy. What scientists don't know about dark energy is that it has a gravitationally repulsive effect, and that it's responsible for the expansion of the universe. But what exactly is dark energy? Continues to elude scientists, leaving NASA scratching their heads and wondering if Einstein got his theory of gravity wrong. One thing Albert Einstein definitely got right was the secret to happiness and its genius. How can gravity be so strong and yet so weak? Gravity possesses a vexing paradox that can be summed up with this question: why can a mere refrigerator magnet define an entire planet's gravity pull? Some scientists believe that gravity may well be as strong as the other fundamental forces, but its influence is not, because it leaks into extra dimensions. That explanation will have to do until they come up with something better. How big is the universe? If scientists know that the universe is expanding, then they must be able to hazard a guess on how big it is, right? Unfortunately, scientists can't pin a number on it. They would have to know the universe shape and rate of expansion, among other things, and those are mysteries as well. What is the shape of the universe? Scientists have a number of theories about the shape of the universe, but according to NASA, the leading theory is that the universe is flat, which leads them to believe that it's infinite in size. However, since the universe has a known beginning and perhaps an expected endpoint, we can only observe infinite volume of it. As NASA says, all we can truly conclude is that the universe is much larger than the volume we can directly observe. How fast is the universe expanding? For the past 6 years, The Hubble Space Telescope has been calculating the speed at which the universe is expanding, and recently came up with what is expected as the most precise measurement to date, except that the rate stands in direct conflict with independent measurements of the early universe expansion. That's upsetting for astrophysics because it means we know even less about our universe and its way than we thought. The community is really grappling with understanding the meaning of this discrepancy, said the leader of research, Neil DeGrasse. Is the universe actually a multiverse? Our universe could be just one of an infinite number of universes, making up a multiverse. According to astronomy, and as bizarre as it may seem, there's actually science behind it, because there are only finite numbers of ways particles can be arranged in space and time. Then the universe would have to start repeating at some point, which leads to the question: could there be another you? If the universe is compelled to repeat itself, to be part of a multiverse, could there be another version? If you look far enough, you would encounter another version of you. In fact, infinite versions of you. Some of these twins would be doing exactly what you're doing right now, while others will have worn a different sweater this morning, and still others will have made vastly different career and life choices. This counts as one of the mysteries we're unlikely to ever get an answer for, but it's intriguing nonetheless. The experts say that this theory would require additional dimensions. So, how many dimensions are there really? 3 dimensions of which we can be certain to what can proceed in depth. Scientists also point to the 4th dimension of time. While still a mystery, some potential dimensions include 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th. How did the moon form? The moon's gravitational pull is responsible for the rise and fall of the ocean tides. But how did the moon come to be? After all, it took 100 million years after the solar system and its planets began to form before the moon actually started to spring into existence. Several theories exist, none of which is close to being proved. Key to figuring out how we got a moon is to understand why Venus doesn't have one. According to Dave, a professor of planetary science at the California Institute of Technology, we still haven't figured that one out. Did life originate on Earth? We take it for granted that life on Earth actually began here, but that's not actually accurate. Scientists are finding evidence that life on Earth may have come from Mars and was brought to this planet by a meteorite. The trouble is that scientists can't even agree on which area of science will prove that answer, let alone whether science is even where we should look. Is there alien life? Who's in charge here? Does someone or something start the whole process that led to you reading these words on an electric screen? Or is everything that happened in the history ever simply the result of a process guided by laws of science? While many notable scientific thinkers say God is a myth, not all scientists are atheists. This is one we're unlikely to solve, at least during our lifetime. Once you get your brain together, don't miss.